nighttime?
It's daytime. It's
Daytime.
bright.
Bright, very good. And look around you. What is this place?
A garden, flowers.
Wonderful. So describe this garden for me.
I see pink little flowers. They're high, tall, with lots of buds. Maybe little, I don't know, roses, carnations or something.
Wonderful. What else do you see in this garden?
Path. And down the path.
Wonderful. So I'd like for you to see this path and look down at your body and look at your feet that are walking on this path. What do they look like?
Barefoot.
Barefoot.
Mm-hmm.
What color are these feet?
White.
White.
Well, your skin, yeah.
And are these feet male or female?
Female.
Very good. So I'd like for you to just observe what you look like, beginning with your legs.
So, yeah, I think I have nail polish on my toes.
Nail polish on your toes. What color?
Pink or pinkish, I think. I think pink.
And notice what you're wearing.
I think I'm wearing either a skirt or a dress, and it's got flowers on it. It's flowy. It's to my knees, or just above my knee, maybe. Around to the knee.
Look at your hands. What do your hands look like?
Nothing in them, just slender hands.
Look at your fingernails. Do they have polish on them?
Maybe not.
Okay,
I think so.
Very good. So look at the rest of you. What does your face look like?
I can't really see the face.
Okay, so touch your head. Notice if you have hair, how long it is.
Yeah, I think I have long brown hair, medium brown.
Wonderful.
I think it's a bit kinky.
A bit kinky?
A little bit, yeah. A bit of curlier than mine, kinkier than mine.
Very good. So I want you to know how old you are and just see the first number that pops up.
16.
16, very good. And what do they call you? What's your name?
You could just thought of my own name, but that can't be.
Doesn't matter. What letters come up?
Maybe Maggie? Anyway.
All right. So as we continue, that name will come up more. So let's see where it is that you're going. Where does this path lead you?
Okay. I saw, it's like it ends where there's like an overlook. Like a railing.
What do you see at this overlook?
Like a porch or something. I don't know, maybe a patio or something. If I go up, I think there's water. Maybe a pond or something like that.
Wonderful. So connect with your emotions here. How does it feel to be in this place?
Relaxing, nice.
Nice. So just feel that in your body. Feel the relaxation. And just look all around you and just enjoy this place for a moment. And just ask yourself, why do you come to this place?
I like it here. It's pretty. It's relaxing.
So I'd like for you to just look around and just memorize this place in your mind. You can come back here at any time you wish. Anytime you want to relax your mind, just notice what this place looks like and feels like to you. You can almost smell it, smell the flowers, the nature. It's a nice feeling, isn't it? Very good. So let's find out a little bit more about your life. We're going to go to the place in which you live in that lifetime. I'm going to count from 3 back to 1. When I get to number 1, you'll be in front of the place in which you live. 3, going through time and space to find your home. 2, and 1, be there. Just your first impression. What do you see?
Like a cabin. It doesn't match with the rest. Like a wooden cabin.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking maybe cottage.
So as you're looking at this place, describe it for me. What is it made out of and what's all around it?
It looks rustic wood. With the little porch. I think there's some flowers on the front. This is the outside, so
how would you get inside?
there's a door.
All right.
And a wood door.
So go ahead and walk towards that door and open the door. What's the first thing you see when you go inside?
A table. Table and chairs.
Just explore this place. What else do you notice?
Some cupboards. There's a window for the front. To the right, I think there's something to sit on. I think there's a bed in the far corner. I guess.
Is it one bed or are there more?
No, it's just one.
Is this where you sleep?
Yeah, I guess so. It looks like a single bed.
Like a single bed. And is there a place to prepare your meals here?
I don't know. Maybe a fireplace. I don't see a stove or anything. It doesn't mesh. It doesn't seem right.
Okay,
I'm going to be wearing a modern dress and an old.
I don't want your ego to be involved or for you to use any analysis. I want you to just report what you see to me. So I want you to go deeper inside. Go deeper. Letting go of this analysis and just report back what you see. So in this cottage, what does this feel like when you're in the cottage?
Cozy, comfortable.
Cozy and comfortable. Very good. So let's find out a little bit about you and see what it is that you eat in this place. I'm going to count from 3 back to 1. And when I get to number 1, I want you to be eating a meal in that lifetime to see what it is that you eat. Taking a deep breath in now. 3, let's begin to go through time and space to a time in which you're eating a meal. 2, and 1, be there. Be there now.
I'm eating stew.
I'm eating stew. Very good. So notice where you are. Where are you sitting?
At the table. Looking out the window.
And look inside and see what's in that stew. Let's find out what you've put in there.
I'm thinking like some beef, potatoes, carrots, turnip, peas.
Very good. Is there anything else besides the stew that you're eating?
No.
No, very good. So just take a little bit of that stew and just taste it and see what it tastes like.
Tastes good.
Very good. Very good. And look around the table. Are you by yourself or is there anybody else there with you?
I'm by myself.
How does it feel to be there, living by yourself?
Well, maybe a bit lonely.
All right.
But okay.
Okay, very good. So now that we know where you live and the type of food that you eat. Let's find out how it is that you make a living in that place. How do you sustain yourself? It may be in a job or maybe something that you do at home. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And when I get to number 1, I want you to see yourself doing what it is that you do in that lifetime. By taking a deep breath in now. 3, beginning to travel through time and space to see what it is that you do to sustain your life there. 2, and 1, be there. Where are you? Indoors or outdoors?
Indoors.
Indoors. What is it that you're doing?
I seem to be sewing.
Mm-hmm. Notice what you're sewing.
I'm sewing by hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a sewing machine, just by hand.
Mm-hmm.
I can just see me holding a piece of some fabric or something and it's stitching. That's all I
And this thing
don't
that you're
know.
sewing, is it for you or for someone else? You could tell by just holding it.
Me?
Mm-hmm. How does it feel to make these clothes for you?
It's nice. I feel,
Mm-hmm.
I'm making a dress.
Mm-hmm. And notice the type of fabric that you've selected. Is it pretty fabric?
Yeah, it's a light, silkier
Mm-hmm.
fabric.
So even though you live in a humble place, you have pretty fabrics to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So let's see where it is that you are with people. And we're now going to go to an event in that lifetime that impacted you. It may be when you're older or younger. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. When I get to number 1, we'll be at that event in which you're dealing with people, an event that's important. 3, beginning to drift through time and space, closing the scene. 2, moving forward or backwards to an event. And 1, be there. Where are you?
I don't know where I am right now. I feel like I'm like 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I feel really sad.
What's happened?
Somebody died.
Mm-hmm.
Father?
You'll know.
Father died.
Father died. And who's there with you?
Mother?
Mm-hmm.
Crying.
Mm-hmm. Are you in the same place in that cottage?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Look around you and see how it is that you're living.
Actually, it looked like a nice place.
Mm-hmm.
More of a grand place.
Grand place. So take a look at your mother with all the sadness. The eyes are the window to the soul. Do you recognize those eyes in the lifetime of Marlene?
Not sure.
Mm-hmm. Feel her soul. Does she seem familiar?
Could be my own mother.
Mm. All right.
Mm.
So what is the importance of this event? How is this affecting you, this death of your father?
Bad. Really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Really sad. Just hurting.
Mm-hmm. So
Don't know how or why he died, but he's just gone.
it's gone. So let's see how it has affected your life. I'd like for you to see how your life changes now that your father is gone. What happens next?
I think we're in the house still for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Stunning. I just feel my chest is feeling a little lighter, still stressed, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still see the house.
Mm-hmm. Notice how your life is, what you do there as you're growing up.
I think I'm 12.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's still okay.
Notice how you dress in this place. Notice your social status.
I think it's more average now, middle of the road,
Mm-hmm.
middle.
Notice your connection with your mother.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
All right. Is there anything important happening now at the age of 12?
Nothing in particular. I can't. I don't notice anything.
All right. So now let's close the scene and let's see what happens from the age of 12 to where you find yourself in that cabin. I want you to go to that moment in time when everything changed for you. Allow yourself to be there now.
My mother died.
Mm-hmm.
14
Mm-hmm.
and 14.
And how is that affecting you now? What happens?
We lose the house.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm on the same property. I think I chose to live in that cabin.
Mm-hmm.
I think I still have some money. But I'm in that cabin.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah.
Very good. So now let's close that scene and let's move now to when you're older. Another event that impacts your life. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And I want you to see that next event that's so important. 3,
And then just going,
2, and 1. Allow yourself to be there now. The next significant event.
feel I'm 28.
Mm-hmm. Where are you?
I'm, no, I'm feeling the word marriage.
Mm-hmm. Follow that word. Where does it take you?
I think it's taking me to a church.
Mm-hmm. Notice who's there.
I'm in a wedding gown. There's people there attending the wedding, maybe 100. The groom's wearing a gray suit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see his face.
So I want you to use your other senses and see if you recognize his soul. Does he seem familiar?
Not really.
Not really. So I want you to connect with your feeling towards him. How do you feel towards this man?
I think I love him. It's
Mm-hmm.
not super strong.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of love him.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So now let's close this scene and let's see where it takes you next. What's the next important event that affects your lifetime? 3, 2, and 1. You're there now.
Word that comes to mind is baby.
Baby, very good. How old are you there?
32.
Mm-hmm.
A
Notice
little
about,
girl.
it's a little girl, very good. How are you feeling?
Love her. Very happy. I feel love. I love her very much.
Wonderful. So feel the feeling that you feel with this baby girl. And understand how your life is going now, your marriage, your family. How do you feel?
I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Happy, yeah.
Very good. So I'd like for you to just feel that feeling right now of what it feels like to be this happy, this contentment, knowing that all you have to do is love. Just appreciate this moment in time. And you can go back to this moment anytime you wish to feel this happy, joyous feeling of gratitude, of knowing that all is well. Very good. So now let's close this scene and let's move to the next important scene of that lifetime. A scene in which impacts your life. Allow yourself to drift to that scene now. Where are you?
I don't know. I'm feeling like there's some big metal thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a wall type thing with slots, and it's metal, and it looks like it's upright, but it's leaned over. It's like there's maybe I'm thinking accident.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to just allow yourself to zoom out a little bit to see the scene from a different perspective. You'll be able to see it.
I think it's in a field.
Mm-hmm. What do you
Might be
imagine it is?
like maybe farm equipment or something like that.
Mm-hmm. What's happened?
It's like it fell over or something. It tipped sideways, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody's hurt. Maybe I do see. Maybe it's my husband. He's under it. I think he got crushed by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if he's dead or alive. I think he probably died.
All right. So just continue and see how this affects your life now.
I think I take over the farming myself. My daughter's a little, maybe 5.
Does anybody help you?
I think there is a man who helps.
Mm-hmm.
There may be a couple of other younger ones as well. I think I see them. Maybe they're helping. I think
So
they're
I'd like for you
going.
to just feel what it feels like to do this farm. Is this something that you do with joy or something that you have to do?
I think I like to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I feel independent. But it's hard work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
I think it's wheat or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Crops, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you know about this scene that's important?
No.
Good. So let's close that scene and let's go to the next significant scene or the last day of your life, whichever one is most important. Where are you?
I think I'm in 60 or something.
Mm-hmm. Are you indoors or outdoors?
Sure. I just feel like I'm still healthy. I'm okay. I think it's just I'm happy. I'm independent. Everything is good.
Wonderful.
I think it's okay. I made a life for myself,
Mm-hmm.
despite not having my husband.
Very good. So now let's go to the last moment of your life in that lifetime. The last moment, right before you take your last breath. And see who's there with you.
My daughter's there.
Mm-hmm. What's happening
That's
with
it.
your body?
I think it's my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm 86.
Very good. So
It's just a heart.
it's the
Maybe
heart. Mm-hmm.
yeah. It
So
just
just take your last breath now. Just slip out of that body and tell me if there's any issues with that body before you leave.
no. I think it's good. It's just my heart, just heavy in the heart,
Okay,
and it's okay.
good. So as you slip out of that body, you'll be able to see that lifetime in its entirety. You'll understand why you chose that life, the people in your life, and what you learned from it. What was the purpose of that lifetime?
Independence.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that you fulfilled that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And those that came with you, the roles that they played. Your father leaving, your husband leaving prematurely.
It gave me strength.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And
Yeah.
what lessons did you learn along the way?
That I can rely on others. It's for help, but I can rely on myself too. That I can still fend for myself,
Mm-hmm. Very
and
good.
it's okay to have others helping too.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Anything else?
The love of my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I loved her. She loved me. It was a good relationship.
Beautiful. Feel that in your heart, how that love remains there. And now you could take that love and just continue going on your journey, leaving that place behind, and tell me what happens next as you leave that life behind. What happens to you? Where do you go?
I guess it would be my soul, like a light just going through space.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody help you along the way?
Yeah, seeing someone appear now,
Mm-hmm.
the light. I guess it's sort of a figure.
Mm-hmm. Does this
Welcome,
figure? Okay. What do they say to you?
welcome.
Mm-hmm.
It's very bright.
What color is this light?
That whitish, I guess, golden white.
Mm-hmm. What happens
Um,
next?
just feel like there's more beings there, but
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I can't see any faces.
So I want you to use your senses. Use all of your senses and just take a moment and feel who they are. Connect with them, soul to soul.
Mother,
Mm-hmm.
father, relatives, I think. I'm thinking sister, but I don't remember a sister, but maybe from another time.
Mm-hmm.
Friends. And then some sort of, maybe it's my guide.
Mm-hmm. And as you reunite with them, how does it make you feel? Do you feel
Excited.
welcome? Mm-hmm. Do they say anything about that lifetime that you just lived?
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. You did it. You achieved it.
Wonderful.
You
How
were
does that make you
independent.
feel?
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Proud. I can do it.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next? Now that you meet with your family and your guides, where do you go to next?
I feel like I'm going to a park
Mm-hmm.
with a bench.
Notice what you look like there.
I think I have long hair. I feel like I'm just kind of glowing white.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I had a robe on.
Mm-hmm. Notice how it is that you move in this park.
Kind of flowing, not really walking.
Mm-hmm. Are you by yourself or is there somebody with you at this park?
That's, I feel a presence.
Mm-hmm. So take a moment to see who that is that's with you.
I think it's a guide.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph. Is it Raphael? Ralph? I'm not sure.
What does your guide tell you today?
I'm just thinking, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
uh,
How does he appear to you?
again, sort of in a white robe, but
Mm-hmm.
glowing.
Mm-hmm.
I
Does
can't.
he seem young or older?
Older.
Mm.
Actually, now, yeah, white hair, beard.
Mm-hmm.
That was what I saw when I first came. But maybe turning younger too now.
So what is the reason for meeting with your guide here today? What does he have to tell you?
Welcome home.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do next?
Very good. So what is it that you want to learn next? You learn to be independent, and now what?
Insecure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that comes in. What it's like to be insecure?
Wonderful. So let's see how it is that you prepare to learn how it is to be insecure. Where do you go for that?
I'm not seeing anything.
All right. So let's go to that lifetime in which you feel insecure and have to learn a lesson. So I'm going to count from 5 back to 1. When I get to number 1, we'll be at that lifetime. Begin now by taking a deep breath in and seeing how it is that you travel through time and space. 5. Go into that lifetime to learn to be insecure. 4. Drifting and floating. 3. The images come now. 2. Almost there. And 1. Be there. Notice your surroundings. Where are you, indoors or outdoors?
I feel like there's a dock.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like almost like a bit of a swampier area.
Mm-hmm.
I see a dock with reeds and stuff going around.
Are you on the dock?
I'm a man.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm standing near it.
Notice your feet. Notice how you're dressed.
I have big feet.
Mm-hmm.
Big feet.
Are you wearing anything on your feet?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have pants that are raggedy.
Mm-hmm. What color is your skin?
It's whitish, I guess. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
Mm-hmm. Notice your build. Are you slim or are you thick?
Thick.
Mm-hmm.
Stocky. Dark hair. Or brown hair. Dark brown. Darkish. Thick eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
30.
Mm-hmm. What do they call you there?
Starts with a B.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, keep spelling it.
BR. Brawn.
Mm-hmm. Braun.
Brass. Brawn.
When I say the name Braun, does that make sense to you?
Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe it's not quite right, but
Go deeper into his body. Acclimate yourself deeper into it. Just breathe in and breathe out. And as you do, the body will fit comfortably on you. And you'll remember. Remember why it is that you're here at this pier. Why have you come here today?
the fish.
Mm-hmm.
Food.
Mm-hmm. Notice if you have any equipment.
I'm thinking maybe like a fishing line and a stick or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yes.
Hook. I don't feel like I'm really tall. I think I'm just really stocky.
Mm-hmm.
Bare chest. Rough pants. Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of there. I think I want fish. I feel like I don't know. Doesn't seem like a regular person, but just different kind of build. My face, I think, is more almost like, I don't know. You know how they show pictures of giants or something, but I'm not a giant. But their faces are so, I don't know how to describe it.
So do you feel that your face is not very handsome?
No.
Mm-hmm. So what does that make you feel? How does that make you feel knowing that you are not handsome?
I'm okay with it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just feel like I'm not. Yeah, not definitely not very not that attractive or anything. Just short
Fair.
and stocky and
I want you to notice if you feel that you are intelligent.
Not that much, no, I don't think so.
Okay, so perhaps you're a little slow?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what happens next. I'd like for you to close that scene and let's go see where it is that you live in that lifetime. I'm going to count from 3 back to 1, and you'll be in front of your home. Begin now by taking a deep breath in and going deeper. 3, going deeper. 2, deeper. 1, be in front of your home now and tell me what you see. What is this place?
I just see something like it's a low opening. It's like it's made out of mud. It's almost like a dome.
A dome.
Sort of shape-ish or something. Maybe it's grass and mud.
And what's around it?
So it's like going up a hill a bit. There's grass around.
Is this dome part of the hill?
No, I think it's made separate. It's kind of a dome-ish shape, I would say. Yeah, I'm thinking making it made of grass and mud and wood. Just branches or something, maybe.
Is it open?
The front part's open.
So how do you get inside?
I think I have to crawl in.
Okay. So just begin to crawl in and feel your way around. What do you notice inside of this place?
I think there's like sort of straw mats type thing on the grass, on the ground. I think there's sort of a bedding area. It's built up a bit.
Is there anything else inside of this dome?
I think there might be something, but I'm not sure what it is. Maybe some kind of furniture or something, maybe. I'm not sure. I can't tell.
Good. Is there anything else interesting about this place?
Oh, maybe now I think there's an opening in the top, so I can put fire in it.
Wonderful.
The smoke would go out.
Good. So let's see what it is that you do in this place, to see where it is that you eat. Allow yourself now to go to a mealtime when you're actually eating at your home. And notice where it is that you're sitting and what you're eating.
I'm sitting on the floor next to the fire. I think I'm just eating meat. I think if there's a fire, and I think I just cooked it over the fire.
Is there anyone around you, or do you live in this place by yourself?
I think I'm by myself. Nobody else.
So how does it feel to be there by yourself?
I seem to be okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Very good. Very good. So let's close the scene and let's find out a little bit about your life, something that has influenced your life. It could be when you're younger or when you're older. I'm going to count from 3 back to 1 with each number. I want you to go even deeper in your understanding of this life, of where your roots are and where you're going. Begin now by taking a deep breath in as you go even deeper. 3, going deeper. 2, important event. And 1. Allow yourself to be there now. Tell me, where are you?
Outside. Oh, I'm seeing something.
What are you seeing?
It's like an opening, and it's got all rough edges, and it looks like it goes. I don't know if it's. Looks like it. I think it goes down, kind of down.
Mm-hmm. What do you imagine this is?
Sorry, what?
What do you imagine
No,
this is?
how it is.
What is this thing?
It's like a tunnel thing. It's dark in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not in it. I'm just looking. It looks kind of scary.
Mm-hmm. Zoom out a little bit and see where it is that you are.
I felt like I was on a hill or something, looking into
Mm-hmm.
something. At first, I thought maybe a cave or a tunnel or something.
Mm-hmm.
All rough
All
around
right.
the side.
Okay. So let's get closer to see what that is.
It's like the rock or whatever ridges coming out from the rock.
Mm-hmm.
There's all these ridges all around.
Mm-hmm. What's it made out of?
Um, I don't know that you could call it rock necessarily, but
Mm-hmm.
almost like maybe the same stuff that you see in caves,
Mm-hmm.
stalagmite type stuff or whatever you call that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Are you outdoors when you see this or indoors?
Well, when I'm trying to describe that, I feel like I'm
All right. So
in
let's
a
go.
cave when I think of stalagmite, but
Mm-hmm. So let's go deep into that cave and see what's there. Adjust your eyes so that you can see. You can illuminate this space very easily. What do you notice about this place?
it's really big
Mm.
inside. It's huge. Um, it's more like just rock,
Mm-hmm.
stone. I don't really see anything special. It's just big
Are you there with anybody or are you by yourself?
by myself.
Mm-hmm. So the emotion that you feel in this place is what?
Um, just kind of a little insecure is what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Mm-hmm. So let's
Um,
see what happens next. Tell me what happens next.
I'm walking around.
The more you talk, the more
Uh,
you'll see.
yeah, I think I'm seeing some stone that's going up to a platform or an opening.
Mm-hmm.
It's leading up. I
Is
think it.
this is this
Sorry.
something natural to this cave?
No, it's man-made.
Mm-hmm. What's it made out of?
Stone,
Mm-hmm.
rock.
Yes. Tell me more.
It looks like a platform, maybe something for sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody there or anything. There's nothing there, but it's it's like almost a table type platform, stone thing.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to connect with your core, your gut feeling. You'll know what that is.
I think they kill people on
Mm-hmm.
that.
So now that you're in this place, you'll be able to connect with the memories from this place. All of those rocks have memories. The cave has memories. I want you to tap into the memories so you could see what has happened there.
I think there's a lot of people. They perform ceremonies
Mm-hmm.
and ceremonial stuff, and they kill people. for their blood.
How does that make you feel?
Scared.
So what do you do next?
I want to walk away from it.
All right.
But then I want to sit on it. I want to sit on it and feel the energy.
Keep going and see what energy you feel.
Death.
What's the importance of you feeling this energy of death?
I think I was sacrificed. I think I was killed. I was killed with this, like a stake-like thing in the heart.
Connect with that memory now. Begin to see both lifetimes side by side.
I think I was a man, a different man, a young man, black hair, olive skin, dark eyes.
And notice.
I feel. I feel sick.
Okay. As you're being sacrificed, do you know that this is a ritual?
I think it's a ritual.
Are you accepting of this ritual? Do you consent to it?
Yes and no.
So let's see what happens next.
I feel sick.
Connect with that sickness. Connect with that sickness and see how it's affecting you.
It's in my stomach.
All right. So I want you to give that man a voice. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, let's speak with that man being sacrificed. 1, 2, and 3. You there?
Yes, yes.
What's happening?
They're killing me.
They're killing you. How old are you?
35.
35. And what is the reason why they're killing you?
It's a sacrifice to the gods.
How do you feel about this?
I need to do it, but I don't want to.
How is this affecting you?
I'm scared. I don't want it. I feel sick. I don't want it.
Don't want it. So what happens next? What happens next?
My hands are bound. They walk me up. They put me on the platform. They're chanting.
Keep going. What happens next?
They stop. And man comes up with the big symbol, stake type thing. It's wood. It's got a point. It has handles. He puts it over me. And it slams it down fast into my heart.
What happens to your soul now?
It's leaving.
And I want you to feel what your soul feels like. Is it taking all of that scared with it?
Yes. My stomach is just, my upper abdomen. It's so scared. It feels sick.
It's scared and feels sick. So what has happened to your soul? Has it remained intact or did it shatter when this happened?
I feel like it's a wisp.
It's a wisp. So where is the rest of your soul? What happened to it when this man brought down
the part of it separated and moved on, and the
Mm-hmm.
wisp is still there.
All right. So that wisp is lost, and it's still scared.
Yes.
Yes. So I'd like for you to just focus on that wisp and notice that part of you understood this was a sacrifice,
Yes.
and it was able to go beyond. I want you to look at this man who took your life. Look into his eyes. Connect with him. Is this someone that you know in other lifetimes?
No.
No. I want you to connect with him, and I want you to ask him soul to soul. Did he do this to harm you, or did he do it because he did it for the gods?
He did it because he was supposed to do it.
He's supposed to do it. So can you forgive this man for making you feel so scared, so insecure?
Yeah.
Realizing that you came to this earth to feel this. Can you forgive him now?
Yeah, he's doing his job.
He's doing his job. Very good. So now that you know he's doing his job, and he was there doing it to the best of his ability, to do it quickly so that it wasn't anything that lasted too long. He did a good job, didn't he?
Yeah, it was quick.
He was quick. And that is how you would have wanted it. So now with that forgiveness in your heart, can you understand that there's no need to be scared any longer?
Yeah.
All right, I'd like for you to find the rest of your soul and see where it is. Where did the rest go to?
Into the light.
Very good. So I'd like for you to go ahead and find the rest of your soul and see where it went.
On the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for me.
Waiting for you. Are you ready now to join?
Yeah.
Very good. Let's see what happens when you join with the rest of your soul. How do you feel then?
Yeah. My stomach feels lighter.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a bit of nervousness.
Mm-hmm. So
But it
can you
does feel
forgive
better.
yourself? Can you forgive yourself for holding on to this scared feeling for so long? Now understanding that this was just part of a ritual.
It's not my fault.
It's not your fault. So are you connected now with the rest of your soul?
Pretty much.
Integrate completely. And I'd like for you to look around for your guide now, who's been waiting for you. And tell me, who do you see?
See that old man guide again?
Mm-hmm. What does he tell you about that life?
It was a scary life. You didn't know if you were going to be chosen or not for the sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you were insecure.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know.
And so how is that lifetime affecting the lifetime of that man who went back into that cave?
It's a reminder.
Mm-hmm. Does that man need to feel insecure any longer now that he has been able to release this from that life?
Not for that.
Not for that. So let's see. Let's go back to that life of that man, that stocky man, and let's see how this incident now changes his life and changes his path. Now that is whole, he's not scared any longer. Let's move forward into that man's life. 3. Closing the scene and seeing the rest of that lifetime now. 2 and 1. Be there. What's happening now?
Feeling encouraged to go out more and be with people.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
I think maybe he was afraid to be around people.
Very good. And so now that we see that his life has been affected, let's take a look at the life of Marlene. How has that insecurity been affecting the lifetime that Marlene is living now?
Afraid of being hurt.
Mm-hmm. Afraid of being sacrificed against her will?
People choosing me. I don't want to be sacrificed.
So take a look at Marlene's life and see all of the things that she has lived through already. And notice if there's a pattern there of her fear, her insecurity, of being hurt.
More when
Notice.
I've been an adult.
Mm-hmm. Take a look and see how they have affected her.
But no, I remember now. As a child, been being hurt,
Mm-hmm.
not wanting to reveal stuff to fear of being hurt.
Mm-hmm. So how is that affecting her heart?
Palpitations.
Mm-hmm.
Rush.
Mm-hmm. Is that coming from that man who was sacrificed? Is that the fear that he was feeling?
Some of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I still feel nausea too.
Mm-hmm. So notice where it's connected. Follow that nausea. Follow it. Where is it coming from? And 5, where are you?
I feel like I'm outside and there's a bunch of people around me shouting at me.
Mm-hmm. What are they shouting?
Blaming me.
Mm-hmm.
They're angry at me.
What are they shouting at you?
It's your fault.
Mm-hmm. Keep saying it.
It's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
You're to blame. You caused all this problem.
Keep going. What is that? What's happening?
I don't know. I've seen like spikes and things.
Mm-hmm. Spikes. Where are these spikes?
Like metal spikes.
Nail.
Just a whole bunch of them, almost like they look like metal wheat almost. They're just that spiky, sharp ends.
Where do you see those spikes? Are they on your body?
No, just
Where are they?
around, just kind of above me or something. I don't know, just in front, sort of above. Just a vision.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to go even deeper as you feel.
Maybe it's a war, a battle.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going into a battle.
You're at fault. You're to blame. What's happening?
Battle.
Who are you in that life?
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. How are you dressed there?
Looks like I'm in almost like it looks like a Roman outfit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they would wear,
Mm-hmm.
like the skirt thing with the garb and the metal plate, on the chest sort of thing that they would wear.
Mm-hmm. And you're a soldier. Who's the one? Who are the ones yelling at you, blaming you, shouting at you? You're to blame. It's your fault. Who are they?
Men, other
Men.
men.
Mm-hmm. Are they soldiers?
All men. It looks like They're not in soldier garb.
Mm-hmm. So who are these men? Are they townspeople?
I'm thinking they're farmers.
They're farmers. What have you done to their farms?
Oh, maybe we raged their farms.
Take a look in your mind. See yourself now. What have you done?
We're raiding. We're raiding the land.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm a leader of that troop leader,
Mm-hmm.
telling them to charge or to go on and
So what
raid
happens?
it. I think attacking and killing people and putting fires and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So what happens to you? Are you captured?
Not then, not there.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Follow the story.
Guess we. I'm not seeing anything.
Feel it. I want you to go deep into that feeling, that nauseousness, that heart palpitation. Go back to that scene. You're to blame. It's your fault.
Maybe I'm captured.
Mm-hmm. See yourself. Go deeper. Go deeper into that body. Feel your surroundings.
I don't know. Maybe they knew it's me, and they got a bunch of other people, and I don't know, got me when I was alone or away
Mm-hmm.
from my wherever I lived, thinking some kind of a castle or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they captured me and took me
Are you indoors or outdoors?
outdoors.
Mm-hmm. So look at all of those around you and tell me what you're feeling.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm trying to talk to them or placate them, but there's nothing. It's my
Mm-hmm.
fault.
So as they're shouting these things, what are you saying to yourself? Is it your fault?
I led the men in to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but we were gonna burn them and take them out. Take them out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we wanted the land.
So feel what that nauseousness is. What are the emotions there telling you?
I was greedy and selfish.
Mm-hmm. Greedy and selfish. And how does that feel in your stomach?
Actually, feels better now I said that.
Mm-hmm.
I was mean, cold-hearted, nasty.
Mm-hmm. And now that you've said it, can you forgive yourself?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Knowing that you led your people to hurt others.
I was cruel.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bad guy. I chose to be that. I chose to be the bad guy.
Mm-hmm. And now that you understand that this was just an experience, can you forgive yourself for that?
Yeah.
And look at all of those who are shouting at you. They are your mirrors. They are telling you what you have done.
Yeah.
What do you feel for them now?
I deserved it,
Mm-hmm.
what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame them.
So now I'd like for you to go ahead and see yourself leaving that body. Leaving that body, understanding now that that was an experience.
Yeah.
And Let's go to see your guide once again. Now that you are whole, what does your guide tell you about that?
You're meant to experience that. That's what you chose, to know what it's like to be on the bad side, to be the bad guy.
So now that you're in, go ahead.
And to see what the others, how they respond to it. At how angry they were, that it wasn't right.
So
to know in the end that it wasn't right.
Yes. So how is this lifetime affecting the lifetime of Marlene?
I think the stomach.
Does she need to hold this fear any longer?
No.
Does she need to be reminded that she can't go around this life being greedy and cruel and bad? Is she ready to let that go now?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead and find all of that in your stomach and tell me, does it have a color or a texture?
It looks like steel. Like a piece of steel.
Very good. So we need to do something with that piece of steel. Perhaps we can melt it, could dissolve it. What would you like that piece of steel to be transformed into?
Steel melted down into a ball.
And how would that ball benefit you?
I can eject it.
Very good. So what color light would you like to use to go ahead and melt that?
To melt it. Red fire.
Red fire. So I'd like for you to go see in your mind's eye a beam of very beautiful red firelight as it begins to melt. The reminder of the cruelty of that life. Begin to dissolve it. Beginning to transform it into that ball. I'd like for you to go ahead and you can eject that ball right to your guides.
Okay, it's going out and up to the guides.
What do they do with that ball?
Enveloping it in white light.
Beautiful. So now that you have transformed this in your stomach, we need to now heal it because it's been there for a long time. What is the color that represents healing for you?
I need the golden white light.
Beautiful. So I want you to see a beautiful golden white light all the way from your throat, all the way down to your stomach. No longer needing to be afraid of speaking your truth, of taking action, knowing that you can live in peace because you no longer have that cruelty in you, that greediness in you, that has been ejected to be played with and dissolved with the beautiful white light. And tell me when you're done.
Okay.
Very good. Now in that space where all of that was, what would you like to put in there instead? Instead of cruelty and greediness and selfishness, what would you like to put in that space instead?
Love.
And what color is love for you?
Rose.
Beautiful. So begin to pour that beautiful love into that space. Fill it up to the brim, and you can even spread it out into the rest of your body, knowing that there is no space for cruelty anymore. No space for selfishness or greediness. All you have in there is love. Very good. And as you spread that love, I'd like for you to go ahead and look at the rest of your body now, scanning your body and seeing how this body is feeling now. All the way from your head down to your toes. See if there's anything that feels out of sorts there. What do you notice?
The shoulders feel heavy a bit.
So focus on the shoulders and tell me, if you were able to describe the heaviness on your shoulders, what would you picture being on those shoulders?
Like a weighted blanket or weighted leather.
All right. So I'd like for you to focus on that weight. And as I count from 1 to 5, I want you to make that weight even stronger to find out the origin of that weight, where it comes from. It could be this lifetime or another lifetime. 1, make the shoulders even heavier. Feel the weight. 2, bearing down on you even stronger. 3, make it even heavier. Feeling yourself carrying that weight. 4, even stronger now. Feel the weight of it. And 5, be there in that moment. Where are you?
I'm a soldier.
What's happening?
I feel like I'm wearing soldier, like padding on my shoulders as a soldier.
Notice where you are, how old you are.
22.
Where are you?
I'm in a battle. Fighting.
Notice how you're dressed.
Like heavy stuff on my shoulders, padding. I feel like this is more medieval. Or like, yeah, like the rounded chess piece.
And notice, what is the importance of this life?
To do battle.
To do battle.
Fight.
So in order to do battle, you need to have protection, don't you?
Yes.
Is this protection helping you?
Yes.
Very good. So now that we understand, why is it that Marlene has chosen to bring her soldier's protection gear to her in this lifetime? Why has she brought that with her?
To protect her from those who would harm me.
Does she need to have that protective gear now, here in this lifetime?
No. Do her own battles without it.
All right. So I'd like for you to go ahead and see yourself with that on your shoulders. How is it that you take it off?
I lift it with my hands. And I'm lifting it and throwing it away.
Beautiful. So just move those shoulders around and see how it feels to have that relief.
It's a lot lighter.
And notice what else has been affected by removing that weighted blanket on your shoulders.
The chest across here feels lighter too.
Very good. So let's put something on those shoulders so that she can no longer put that armor on her. What would you like to put on that shoulder to make it hard for you to slip on that very weighted blanket once again? We could put something slippery.
I'm thinking like something sloped, like a slide sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. So what about some nice green healing aloe on there?
Okay, yeah.
Something pretty slimy on there. So let's put that on there. Put that beautiful healing aloe light all over your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So that when you once again try to protect yourself, to do battle, that you would now go to a different solution, no longer needing to hold yourself back.
No longer
yourself
needing
down.
to battle. I can slide, things can slide off.
Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful. Memorize this feeling now of having that slippery stuff, no longer needing to do battle.
Yeah.
Very good. So now that that's taken care of, let's go through the rest of the body and see what else we find.
The stomach.
Mm-hmm. What do you notice in the stomach? Mm-hmm.
It feels upset a little bit.
All right. So I want you to focus on that. Focus on the words that come out. Focus on the emotions that the stomach is telling you. These feelings, do they come from you or do they come from somewhere else? Notice.
I think it's from me.
All right. So let's find out the origin of when you created this feeling. Go ahead and begin to say the words that come out from that stomach. What are the words?
Gasp.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
It's my lower stomach this time. I feel feeling sick again.
Mm-hmm. Follow it. Follow the sick. Say the words and the emotions that come out.
Somebody else is saying it to me.
Mm-hmm. The male or female?
Male.
Male. What's happening?
I'm thinking a father figure.
Mm-hmm. Are you a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Feel it.
Girl.
Look at this man's face. Who is this man?
You can kind of see it. He doesn't look that old. I think I'll be in his 30s.
Mm-hmm. Is he your father?
I'm not sure now.
Notice
I
the
think so.
circumstances. Notice the circumstances. Why is he calling you all these things? Begin to see it in your mind. What has happened for him to call you these things?
I think I was raped.
Mm-hmm. Remember this.
I think I was raped in the forest or woods.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
I think I was maybe 12 or 13 or 14, young teen or something.
So listen to those words. How are they making you feel?
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
I think trying to say it's not my fault.
All right. So I want you to see this father in front of you now, and I want you to tell him how you feel.
Not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I was attacked.
Mm-hmm. I want you to switch now, and I want to hear from your father. 1, 2, and 3. Switch. Dad, what do you say to your girl?
Sorry. I was angry. I thought it was you at the time. I thought you were to blame.
Mm-hmm. Switch. What do you say back to your
It
dad?
wasn't me. It wasn't. I was I was walking. I was innocent.
Mm-hmm.
They were hiding and snuck up on me.
Mm-hmm.
And it attacked me.
And Dad, your words make me feel so.
Your words made me feel sick to my stomach. I, I, it made me feel like it was my fault, even though it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You were walking there. It wasn't your fault. You weren't to blame. It was them. They were just looking for somebody, waiting, and you were the person that happened to be there.
Mm-hmm. But Dad, look what has happened. Your words. She has taken those words and she's made them her own. She has taken those words of anger, those words that you gave her, as a gift that didn't belong to her. And she's taken that as her own. And look what it's doing to her inside of her. Look how it's tearing her apart.
My stomach is so bad.
Mm-hmm. All right, switch. Now let me speak with you. And this gift that your father gave you, these words, is this the truth?
No.
No. So why did you take this gift from your father if it didn't belong to you?
He kept saying it over and over. I started to believe it.
But you did. So does this gift belong to you, these words?
No.
No. Are you ready to give them back?
I need to.
All right. So look deep inside of you and see where you put all of these words.
In a well.
Mm-hmm.
Deep in a well.
Very good. Did part of you go into that well?
Yeah. The well of my stomach.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to go deep into that well. Because you see, you took those words and you have swallowed those words deep into your well. And look what it has done to your stomach. Are you ready to release them now? Can you forgive your father for using his anger?
I forgive you, Dad.
All right, switch. Dad, what do you say back to her?
I'm so sorry.
Are you willing, Dad? Are you willing to take those words from her now?
I take them back.
All right, go deep into her well. And begin to pull out all of those words.
Bringing the buckets up full of them.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Don't leave any words there.
Take the rest with my hands. Scrape them out. Bring them up.
Mm-hmm. And now, Dad, I want you to show her what you really should have shown her when she came home like that. Show her the love that you have in your heart for her.
Sorry, honey, it's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
You need a big hug.
Give her a big hug. And join your hearts together. Join your hearts. And Dad, I want you to fill that well now with your love.
To the brim.
Very good. Very good. Now look deep into your stomach and see. Do you feel anything there now?
Some tingling, a little bit of restlessness.
Mm-hmm. What is that that's restless? Does that belong to you or something else?
No, not this time, no.
All right, so let's go deep into that stomach and see what that restlessness is. I'm going to count from 1 to 3 and let's speak with whatever it is that's restless. 1, 2, and 3. You there. What are you doing down there, swimming in that well?
I'm living here.
You're living here. Can you tell me, Your name, please.
Abba.
Abba.
Abby.
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 Abby, are you male or female?
Female.
Male.
Female.
Abby, how female? How long have you been there, Abby?
Years.
Years. How old was Marlene when you first found her?
6.
6. What was happening when she was 6 that made her so vulnerable that you were able to attach to her?
She was sad.
She was
crying.
sad. Mm-hmm. Abby, were you sad too?
Yes.
How old are you, Abby?
9.
9. What happened to your body?
It was crushed.
Mm-hmm. Notice what happened to it. What crushed it?
I think something with wheels.
Mm-hmm. And when your body was crushed by these wheels, what happened to your soul?
I died. I crushed my body and I died.
And you died, but what happened to your soul? Where did you go?
I was floating around.
Are you lost, Abby?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So when you found Marlene, what have you been doing with her all this time?
Sitting there in her stomach.
What kind of feelings do you give her?
Stomach aches.
Stomach aches. What else?
Sore gut. Like just pain.
Is this Abby where the cart fell over you?
My gut and my whole stomach, upper lower stomach, all around there.
Have you been affecting any other parts of her body?
Feet.
Her feet. What have you been doing with her feet?
Hurting him.
You're hurting her feet. So Abby, let me ask you something. Why is it that when your body died after being crushed, why didn't you go home to the light?
I was scared.
You were scared. All right. Do you think that perhaps somebody's waiting for you?
My daddy.
Your daddy. So let me show you how it is that you can get back to your daddy. Would you like me to help you?
Yes.
All right. So inside of your heart, Abby, is a little spark. This is the spark of life. This is the spark that created you. I want you to find that little spark now. And tell me when you do.
Yes.
Very good. Now, Abby, I want you to stretch that spark and make it bigger. Make that light really big so you can see what's on the other side. What do you see?
I see bright light.
How does that light make you feel?
It's a doorway.
But before you go, Abby, through that doorway, I think there's something that you need to say to Marlene.
I'm
About
sorry.
me.
I shouldn't have hurt you.
All right.
Sorry.
Marlene, what do you say back to Abby?
It's okay.
Are you ready to release her?
Okay.
All right. So I want you to go deep into your stomach and begin to releasing her energy. Begin releasing her energy now. Don't leave anything in your stomach. Just pull it out like weeds. And Abby, I want you to take all of that energy with you. Release your energy from Marlene's etheric body. And I want you to go ahead and I want you to start going through that light and tell me what happens as you go through that door.
Blue skies.
Blue sky. Is there anybody there with you?
I see a lion.
Lion, beautiful. What does a lion tell you?
Be at peace.
Be at peace. Are you ready to walk with that lion towards that light?
Yes, and my father too.
Wonderful. Take your father's hand, and Abby, may the light of the universe always accompany you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now, Marlene, I'd like for you to close that portal. And I'd like for you now to see that space where Abby was before. And I want you to fill it with something that would make you feel very happy. Very good. What would you like to fill that space with?
Flowers.
Flowers. Beautiful. Go ahead and begin to fill those flowers. You remember all of those beautiful flowers you saw in the garden. Go ahead and fill that space with it. And now when you're done, I'd like for you to go ahead and go through your body and see what your body feels like now. How's it feel?
It's feeling calmer.
Feeling calmer.
The stomach is calmer.
Mm-hmm. Notice if there's any other places in your body that need attention. Or does it all feel calm?
It's just, maybe it's just I'm vibrating.
Mm-hmm. So focus on that vibration. And let's begin to bring in that beautiful beam of white and golden light into your body.
Mm-hmm.
And let's vibrate that, increasing the vibration of your body, intensifying the frequency. Mm-hmm. And as you do, feel the vibration raising higher and higher. Feeling the tingling sensation all the way from your head all the way down to your feet.
It's mostly in my forearms and hands.
Mm. So what is it that vibration can help Marlene with? How can she use this vibration?
Use my hands.
Mm-hmm. What's in those hands that she can use?
Healing.
Beautiful. Has she used her hands for healing before?
Yeah, once.
Once. So I'd like for you to go ahead and show her a big screen with a lifetime in which she used her hands.
I'm seeing Archie in this lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
She experimenting.
Mm-hmm. Is this something she should be using in the future?
Could be.
Mm-hmm. Because she has questions about what her gifts are and how she can best use them. What gifts did she come with this time?
Healing.
Healing. Very good. Now, when she's with her clients, is she doing some of that healing already?
Through touch.
Through touch. Very good. So what recommendations do you give her as she moves forward in life about her healing abilities?
She can heal through her hands, through touch. That helps people.
Wonderful. Can she use this as a profession?
Not really.
Not really. So whatever she is doing, she needs to be able to touch the person to affect them. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very good. And she's also wondering where she should stay or go.
Hearing go.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to zoom out so that you can see the globe. Now Marlene has trotted the globe in her youth. And now we can begin to focus on the globe and where is it that she needs to go. Notice where the vibrations match now.
I'm not getting anything right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what advice would you like to give her about that?
Stay put for the time being
Mm-hmm.
and go after.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And is this a place where she could find full-time work?
The city.
Mm-hmm. The city. Does she need to go to a major city or perhaps something smaller?
I'm looking at the big city.
All right. Very good. Very good. And we had talked about her perhaps doing some consulting. Is that something that's viable for her? Some
It's a
coaching.
possibility.
Okay. Very good. So she had an incident not too long ago where someone said good morning to her. It was a non-physical being. I'd like for you to show her who that is now.
Ralph.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
That's Ralph.
Mm-hmm. Her guide.
That's my guide, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So was Ralph the one who guided her here today? Or was it someone else?
I'm not sure. I think.
Okay. Very good. What was the reason why Marlene was guided to this session today? What did she need to understand or learn about herself?
Comfort.
Mm-hmm.
She needs comfort. She needs reassurance.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to feel more confident.
Mm-hmm. So what is the purpose that she came into this lifetime? We know that in one of the lifetimes, she learned about different things. Each one was different, independence and feeling that lack of confidence. What about now? What is this lesson on planet Earth all about for her?
To be viable.
To be viable. Mm-hmm. Is she doing that?
To know that she is viable, that she is worth something, that she is
Yes.
valuable.
So she has value in this life and she needs to be the first one who values herself.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is that the reason why she's had the type of relationships that she's had in order for her to recognize her own value?
Yes, she needs to know that she can walk away.
Mm-hmm.
That she doesn't need to deserve to be in a bad relationship. She's valuable enough that she can walk away and
Great.
treat herself better.
So now that she will be moving forward, treating herself better, understanding her value, I want you to just test her vibration and see how that's going in order for her to attract those people who will value her. How does it look now compared to when we started?
It's higher now.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good.
It's getting higher.
It's getting higher. Very good. So I want you to teach her, go ahead and how to raise her vibration now. What does she need to do? She can create a little knob with a control panel. She could do anything to just create a lever. What would you like to show her in order for her to increase her vibration, her value vibration?
Feeling the white light, feeling the glow around her.
Good. So let's intensify that glow now.
Surrounding yourself with the white light, feeling that beautiful, intense white light. It's warm.
Wonderful. So as she is enveloped in this white light, is there anything else that we need to address, or do you feel that we are complete?
I'm thinking my neck is coming up.
All right. So take a look at your neck. And let's do the same thing. Focus on the neck. See where that's coming from.
Communication.
Keep following it.
Blockage.
Keep going. Where is it coming from? Intensify it. Notice the words, the emotions, the feeling. What's happening with the neck? Where are you?
Feeling sick again.
What's happening?
See, like little strands flowing up through the neck and stopping. It's like there's a metal thing, a round metal thing, and it would be almost like a drain or something. I don't know. And they should be going through, but they're stopping.
All right. So what's stopping it? I want you to just zoom out or zoom in, whatever allows you to see what is the blockage there.
It's I see crud building up there, and I'm seeing a man's head too.
All right, good. Is this your head or somebody else's? What is this man doing?
It's just his head, and he's just kind of there.
Has he lost his head? Ask him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why has he connected to your body?
He likes my warmth.
Well, let's find out where the rest of his body is. I want you to follow that body and see where it is.
The train track. The train track.
What happened to his head?
Ran over by a train.
All right. Is he ready now to put himself together?
Yeah.
All right. So I'd like for you to go ahead and show him that white light within him. And let's begin bringing that white light. And I want you to see how it is that he puts his head together once again. Once he is glowing, he has attaching it,
sewing it up.
And as he sews it up, go ahead and disconnect him from your neck. And I'd like for you to go ahead and call his guide in to take him back home. Release him.
Go to Peter. Rise up.
Wonderful.
He says, hello, Peter. Welcome home.
Wonderful. So now that he's home, disconnect, close that portal, and look at your neck and see how it flows now.
It's flowing through.
Very good. Put some of that beautiful white light through that neck. And just breathe it in. Feel it breathing in. And now look at your body and see, are we complete now?
It's feeling better.
Very good.
I think the stomach still needs to heal more.
That's right. That's right. 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Hey.
What an adventure, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wow. Battlefields, fighting. I wouldn't have thought of that.
sacrifices. Yeah,
And the
you
sacrifice.
did it
Yeah.
all.
Wow.
So
That's unique.
do you feel that this went quickly or did it take a long time for you? What do you
Oh, it went
feel?
quick.
Yeah,
Quick.
how long do you think it was without
I
cheating?
well, it felt like half an hour.
Yeah, look at the time.
Wow. Really? 2 hours?
2 hours.
Wow.
We did a lot.
I thought like an hour at the most.
Hey,
Yeah.
it was excellent. It was really good. I mean, you connected with a lot of stuff that from all these lifetimes. You
Yeah.
wanted to know how did those lifetimes affect you? Wow, you were dragging around a lot of souvenirs from those lifetimes, huh?
I think so.
How's your body
Mhm.
feel now? Wiped out?
Yeah, I feel fine right now.
Good, good.
Yeah, this is
Wow. So, we didn't really get into any like personal stuff, really. It was all about past
nothing.
lives. So, do you want to share this? Do you want to share this experience with others? You want to keep it private? That's up to you. It's not,
Oh, I have no problem sharing it. That's
yeah.
fine. I, let people find it interesting. Maybe
Yeah, it was, I mean, we were going from one lifetime, saw another lifetime. It was like all over the place.
yeah, I'm amazed I came up with so many. I can't. I had no
I
idea
lost
how
count.
that was.
I lost count of
I
how
do
many.
too. I think
And you had this thing on your shoulder from battle again, and then
it was almost like, in a way, sort of like a football padding thing, but not
yes,
football, but
leather.
like a leather or heavy
Yeah,
blanket type thing. Look
yes,
like that.
yes. And then the part where you pretty much burned down farmers' lands and
Oh yeah,
being attacked, and
that
yeah.
was nasty.
Well, we've done it all, Marlene. Every,
Yeah.
you know, that's why you can't really judge other people because we've done it all.
Mhm.
We've been good, we've been bad, we've been the victim, we've been the you know the one
Mhm.
the one who killed. We've done it all. It's all different experiences in all of our souls, all of our lifetimes. We come back for, hey, let's try this out. You know?
Yeah. I think the one that was the weirdest one though was like that short, stocky
Yeah,
man, almost like I don't know how they portray like a gargoyle or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Not,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but not quite as ugly as that. But
Kind of like oh, what's the name? Oh, I can't think of the figure. It's a Disney movie or
Shrek.
Trek, almost like a
I was
Trek,
kind of thinking like a Shrek too, but
a
not as
Shrek,
big.
Shrek,
Not as big
a
as
little one.
Shrek.
Yeah,
But
but
like maybe 4 feet, 5 feet at the most, maybe 4 feet.
he lived underneath, like just in the
In this,
ground, and
yeah, like
kind of
this
like a
kind of dome
burrow.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
sort
he
of.
but he took you to the lifetime of the cave where you were sacrificed.
Yeah,
Interesting, huh?
I know it's
Hey,
crazy.
whatever works, whatever works. So this was great. So tell everybody where you're from.
uh, I'm living in a little town right now, Prescott, Ontario.
Uh-huh.
It's about an hour's drive south of Ottawa
There you go. And
in
I'm
Canada.
tuning in from Miami. We're doing this online.